Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Mind of Matter. I'm back again for our second day of driving the Silverado EV Trail Bosses here with Chevrolet just outside San Diego. You can see this lineup here of red and blue Silverado EV Trail Bosses ready for us to take them on some back roads, some trails, and see what they can do off-road now that they've got 2 inches of suspension lift, 35-inch tires, and a whole bunch more capability like the tow hooks in the front and better approach angle. So we're gonna get to test out these features as we explore inland California a little bit. So stay tuned with me as we go on this trip today. So if you saw my video yesterday when we were towing with the Trail Boss, you heard me say these trucks have some pretty big differences between the LT, WT, and then the Trail Boss. There's the Trail Boss badge on the side, but more functionally, the tires are 285, 75, 18. I call them 35s. They end up being about 35 inches, but that's the metric size. They are Goodyear Wranglers. These Trail Boss models have a different bumper, so the approach angle is improved. And you get the red tow hooks. And my favorite part is the 2-inch lift. So it's a little taller and helps you get that long wheelbase over some of the larger mounds and ruts and stuff like that as your big all-terrain tires roll over them. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then we're gonna head out onto the trails towards Julian. All right, well, our safety briefing is complete, at least for the road portion. We've got 2 more Trail Bosses here on the Chargers, and we're gonna head to our assigned trucks and head out towards the trails. Like I said in yesterday's video, we're headed to Julian, California, and there's an off-road ranch there that's gonna give us a taste of what these Trail Bosses can do in the dirt. But first, about an hour-and-a-half drive inland from Rancho Santa Fe. Here's our ride for the day, the blue number 3. We've got the Dale Earnhardt edition number 3 here. All right, as we're saddling up here, I thought I'd show you the route we're taking. If you're familiar with the area, this might mean a lot more than those that don't, but we're here at Rancho Santa Fe, headed inland about an hour-and-a-half on Highway 78 to Banner Ranch, Julian. That's the off-road trail we're headed to. So I have the window sticker. If you're seeing this uploaded somewhat live, then I won't be able to superimpose the window sticker here, but it is a $92,000 Trail Boss, and it's got, I think, most or all the options. Let's see. So yeah, mid-gate, 4-wheel steering, that's fine by me. One thing I noticed is some of these have the tire inflation kits on the front, or in the front e-trunk, and some of them instead have a tire jack. So here's what I'm talking about. This has some re-inflation mousse or gel for the spare, but then the LT the LT had a jack with 2 turn knobs. So
I'm guessing the jack probably isn't tall enough to fit this one.
Maybe that's why, or I wondered if the tires were too big for it to fit a jack, or fit a spare tire under the back of it.
Oh, let's see. Is there a spare tire?
There isn't. I saw one. I saw a cover. I didn't see a spare. So, kind of like I showed you on the map. We hit north so that it's more intuitive. Different from the LT. How so?
It's softer. Like
yeah.
The steering and everything.
Yeah, those big fat sidewalls maybe.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Like it feels this. I don't know if softer is the right word.
Yeah.
But like gentle, but it's still like stiffer. Like,
I see. It's definitely rugged and well built. It's just perhaps it's the sidewalls are making it seem a little less responsive.
And I think the taller suspension. I think the suspension might even be softer too.
Could be.
Because like it didn't
shock
have,
valving. Or something.
it didn't have that sporty car feel.
Yes.
Pulling out of that.
Yeah, as opposed to those 22s on the LT with thin sidewalls.
Yeah, because me and Matt were taking the corners, especially me, and I was surprised. Well, Matt did it with the work truck, but like even the work truck handled really, really well.
Yeah,
on the streets.
I thought so too. That's also lower, I guess, so that helps.
Yeah,
lower ride height. Headed into the mountains here, you can see there's still a marine layer of fog and cloud, but luckily, basically no traffic in our direction, headed away from the ocean. Man, the view, guys. I know people from California probably take this for granted, but for us flatlanders back in the Midwest, this is a legit drive already, and we're not even to the destination. Not even close. We've only been driving about 10 minutes, if that. Oh, someone's pulling over for a picture already.
Should we
or
do the
something.
same?
I don't care. Oh, there's a dam there. That's pretty cool. I don't care. Up to you. There's a cool dam down there.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to. Like,
I think so. Oh, it is pretty impressive. But this is good. All right.
It still handles really well, though. Definitely not on LT level, but
yeah, but good enough, I'm sure. It's no bright drop. Though.
It definitely, yeah. It definitely doesn't feel like 10,000 pounds. At least it doesn't right now.
Good. Yeah, with all the power and the low center of gravity, I bet it's deceptive compared to an ice car with 10,000 pounds.
Lightning.
Yeah, there's another lightning. Quan and I were just discussing the merits or the detriments of the paddle, the regen paddle. So on one side of the coin, you've got the argument that extra controls, extra paddles, extra movements shouldn't be necessary. Add in maximum regen for when you let off the pedal and don't have a paddle. On the other hand,
see, like this is max regen right now, and I still need to use the paddle if I wanted more regen.
Yeah.
And then again, we're at 78% battery, so it's probably not max regen.
I bet it would be at 78%. I bet it maxes it at 78%. So on the other hand is, do you want a paddle so you have an additional control point? You know, you can let off the throttle and kind of coast to some extent, but if you need more braking, use the paddle with your hand. So two sides of the argument. Comment in the comments what you guys like. Do you like the paddle for extra regen, or would you rather just have the same amount of regen available in the pedal? And of course, in either case, you should be able to adjust the regen level in the controls.
And then you have to really fine tune your foot to the very narrow band of the pedal. Because you're saying like, you know, I'll just go to the mean if I need to turn it down. It's like, well, that's what the paddle does. Like the paddle is basically going in the menu and changing it, but it's less work. Okay.
Fair point. My argument is I don't want to be doing a dance with my hands and feet. I want to be able to control it with one pedal driving, and there's a reason it's called one pedal driving. I don't want to have to use my hand to get that extra amount of regen.
Because driving like this with high regen all the time would get old real fast, in my opinion, for just going to work.
Luckily, you can adjust that in the menu.
Yeah. Or I could just leave it on in the menu in regular, and then pull the paddle when I need extra regen instead of going into the menu and being like, I want high regen.
I feel like if I'm in a scenario where
like that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Your lack of driving skill is not a reason to have the paddle.
Okay.
I'm kidding, but if there's a situation where I might need maximum regen, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to pull a paddle to do it. I want my foot to do it. It's already working anyway. It's one thing to think about and one way to get maximum regen. Let off the pedal completely. I don't need to do a different coordination of paddles and pedals to get what I want. This reminds me of the smoking tire test road up near Los Angeles. Just twisty in the canyon, which later this trip we will be going to. Not with the Trail Boss, but later this trip I'm going to be checking out the smoking tire test run to, I'm going to butcher the name here, Tahunga Canyon, something like that. Google recommended this slightly more scenic route. It gave us the option. This was the recommended option. The other Trail Bosses went straight on a more, I guess, populated, straighter highway, but I'm really glad Google recommended this way because this road has been even better than the last few. Super narrow and twisty.
I feel bad for getting to drive all this.
Oh, it's fine. I'll drive back. I'm assuming they're going to let us. So. Now we're on the descent. Getting a lot of regen.
Yeah. That battery's probably very, very warm.
At the stop sign, turn left onto California 78 East Banner Grade.
All right, now we're headed back kind of more onto the main highway, which is still really scenic, by the way. It is amazing, though, what they can do with a 10,000-pound truck these days.
Yeah.
What they can make it do. It's crazy how versatile it is. I mean, we haven't seen it off-road yet.
This feels like right now, like just like an okay sports sedan, like a 5 Series or like, you know, a CT5, like in terms of like, I mean, maybe not, I haven't driven any of the newer ones, but like one from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's incredible.
It's so planted. There's almost so little body roll.
Yep. The grip and handling on something that
On
in
off-road
about
tires.
20 minutes is going to take us off-road. Very impressive.
Yeah.
How useful it is. An everyday car. Towing, off-roading, out to dinner, canyon carving. It's got it all.
Dude, this is wild. Like, my Escalade would have been, like, fucking throwing us around.
Who's going to be the first to take an RST, slam it to the ground, really sticky small diameter tires, and just gut the interior?
Yeah,
exactly.
And ultralight tires.
No tailgate. Yeah, super light diameter wheels and tires.
Now you got me thinking, like,
It'd be so fast.
Tri-motor LT with no mid gate, no, like, just a stripper mount.
Can you get that? A tri-motor LT?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know if you can get it without all the other options, though.
Yeah, well,
There's
a Sawzall for that. Just when these are worth, $5,000 in 25 years.
I don't think even 25 years. I'm guessing
Maybe not even that
20.
long.
Yeah.
Then the world is our oyster. We can do what we want with them. They'd be so freaking fast. I do not remember any of this from the year 2000 New Year's trip I took out here when I was 16 years old driving through here. You'd think I'd remember a road like this, but then I probably wasn't driving. My dad was probably driving the rental car, so I was in the back seat, not really paying attention, I suppose, to the road itself.
Like, we didn't do a lot of road trip vacations for my family. Like, the only ones I really remember are like the Dells and Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's because those are the only two we ever did.
Those are nice places.
Take the next left, then your destination will be on the left.
Thanks, Google. There it is, Banner Ranch. Ooh, nice Suburban. Are we first, or are they just further back?
Left, like, those roads were so narrow. I'm like, dude, I can't imagine doing this in a Hummer. Much less a freaking
This dude was getting it.
Where we're going is back up the road the way we came, just a couple hundred yards, and then hang a left and go up. You can kind of see the outline of the road there. Road/trail anyway. Right along there, and along there, and along there, all the way to the top. It's a little windy, but the temperature's so nice it doesn't even matter. It feels so good out here. I can't believe how unpopulated this road is. Like, there's no one on this road. It's been super quiet, no police, very little traffic. I think there's been like 3 cars that have passed since we've been here. Man, if I lived out here, it'd be so nice just to enjoy these roads every weekend and see some donkeys. Hey, buddy. Look at this Suburban. I know we're supposed to be looking at the Silverados, but this is a nice Suburban. Never seen that color, and I've never seen those wheels before. Oh, they got some adapters, radios. Oh, it's an RST. I wonder if this is different for this model year, because the colors and wheels look new to me. Anyway, we're gonna wait for the other trucks to arrive. Qua was a faster driver than the other ones, I guess. And we're gonna get started here after a safety briefing.
Safety, as we start this morning, #1 priority. So we're gonna be averaging probably between 5 and 10-ish miles an hour up there. Might get up to 13, but it's gonna be pretty slow speed. When we get to the obstacle, we won't let the truck in front of you clear it. Then the truck behind can go, and Kurt's can step out and help kind of spot people through it. I know we got some people that have never really done off-roading or adventure trailing like this before, so it'll be good.
Vehicle drive mode, terrain, right? Activate. That makes a big difference. It's quite a climb already.
This is like a row of RC cars.
I would have thought it would have rubbed on that first lump, honestly.
Rub what?
There was a big drainage lump in the road so that the water doesn't just run down freely. entire side on this gate latch here. First, giant pinstripe.
This feels pretty effortless right now.
It's handling it. Look, I'm not doing anything skillful. It's handling it.
Using the cost saving solutions. You can really see that rear wheel steer working now.
Oh yeah, they were using it for fun before they even got on the trail. I noticed how sharp it goes, and then on a couple of these hairpin turns, I really feel it.
Well, in terrain mode, it turns even more.
That's what I was hearing. Yeah. So you like the Trail Boss, huh?
Well, like I'm thinking like, all right, if I'm gonna try to sell these rednecks on an EV, because I bet you I will convert at least one or two of them.
Okay.
You know.
Like friends of yours?
Yeah. Oh, they gave us C-bands too. Damn, look at that rear wheel turn.
Some aggressive rear steer, I like it. Super helpful.
Alright everybody, we've reached our midway point on the way out. We're going to do a little bit of a 5-minute picture stop here. Feel free to fan out left and right. Let everybody up on the trail.
Alright, you join us now about halfway through the first half, I guess the first quarter, if you will, of the trail. We're at our halfway mark before we switch drivers, and at that point I think my buddy Qua here will take over, but for now we're pretty high up at elevation already. We're in all-terrain mode, or rather terrain mode, and you can see that allows for a much sharper rear wheel steer angle that gives us way more maneuverability on some of the tighter turns especially. So just to point this out, on the way here we were on paved roads, canyon carving through some tight hairpins, really narrow roads using the rear wheel steer. Now we're off-road, completely different environment, and it's still really beneficial for a lot of the tight turns and to have that feature as well. Car's been very capable. This truck's been nothing but confidence inspiring. We've got the e-locking kind of artificial differential lock feature, which we hear clicking every so often, which tells me it's working, which is fine. And that's just letting you know that one wheel is probably a little unloaded and that the car is braking that unloaded wheel to provide more torque to the wheel that has traction. So that's working well, and I'm really impressed with this truck as usual. Another thing I noticed is some of the artificial berms, man-made berms that are created for the water drainage, so it doesn't just create a big water stream going down the hill. Those berms are pretty tall, and with this lift and tire size, it didn't even rub or scrape the underside at all, which I was expecting a little bit of rubbage considering how steep they were. Right at the beginning of the trail, I noticed that, and you may have seen it on the video as well, that there's a pretty serious height to that berm, and not an issue for the truck. So really cool to see that. Really cool to see this environment too. I mean, it's been, I don't know, a long time, if ever, if I've been out somewhere this rustic in California. So pretty cool to be out here on such a nice day as well and enjoying these. So we're gonna do a little bit more with me driving a little further up, and then we're gonna get Qua behind the wheel, and he'll be taking us the rest of the off-road portion for today.
Cameras on this, you're pretty tight on both sides. Just go real slow, real easy. Watch your sides, watch your mirrors.
The Ram should move forward a couple feet. Yeah. He's got room in front of him. GTA vibes. Looks like GTA 5.
That was not even a big deal.
No, easy.
Down off the mountain, we're going to be switching back to terrain mode, just to have a little bit more downhill preemptive control with the friction brakes. It does get kind of rocky and shaly up here.
All right, we're done with off-roading. We're headed to our lunch break back on those nice paved back roads. Might wrap up the video here. We'll see what the afternoon holds for us, but if you've enjoyed watching this, thank you, and please subscribe to the Might Have Matter YouTube channel for more adventures like this. Well, that's going to be a wrap on this video. Thanks so much for watching all the way through, and thanks to Chevrolet for inviting us out to experience the Silverado EV Trail Boss out here in California. I can't wait to get my hands on one again, and I hope that's real soon. But for now, I'll leave you with this. Feel free to subscribe to the Might Have Matter YouTube channel and see more videos like this, including this video here you can see on your screen.